Hi everybody, hi every spirit, Esoteric Cloud Surfer here on my YouTube page, ready to start another video, another ride in a Esoteric Cloud, which is a lighter vehicle, a less dense vehicle in comparison to our current vehicles, mind, emotions and body, and it's also a vehicle that is vibing on a higher frequency and vibration. So when your spirit jumps into Esoteric Cloud, by default it can fly and float to higher, more expanded, broader, wiser and wider realms of reality, realms of perspective, angles of perspective, so you can feel lighter about yourself and your own circumstances, alright? So, shout out to you, thank you very much for being here. Shout out to the SoulGroup, shout out to my beautiful partner MystAarya, shout out to Archangel Uriel, shout out to myself as well, and you can check all my content and my beautiful partner content by following the link in the description below, my LinkTree and hers LinkTree as well, down in the description below. And without any further ado, let's advance to this video. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality and creativity as well, and a whole bunch of responsibility, okay? So this video is week ahead, alright? And the name talks a lot about what I'm going to bring you here. It's me analyzing generally, lightly, the energies that we're gonna go through, the currents that we're gonna travel, okay, during through today, the 6th of March until Saturday, 12th of March. All right, and we're gonna see how the moon transits go, right? The sun will be in Pisces for the rest of the week as well. And then we're gonna see that in Mars Day, Mars is in Capricorn, so it will be more in this way, in conjunction with the sun and the moon, okay? And you can help yourself because I'm doing this so you can know the energies, and then you take your own energies, your trinity, sun, moon and rising, and you apply those on the energies, on your surroundings, on yourself, hermit mode internally, to adapt and ride the waves instead of just being washed over, and then you are carried away into spaces that you don't want to be, don't like to be. You cause chaos, or you are a victim. You start to see yourself in lost ways, and you start to see yourself in lower places. You start to believe that, or start to feel like that. So let's ride the wave together and do our best, all right? So today, Sunday, the day of the sun, day of actions, expressions, paying attention, entertainment, and we are doing all of that into Pisces, mutable water, into being adaptive, being able to adapt and change and look like in certain ways, to associate, express and receive our own feelings, emotions, and share as well with the environment, with others, with spirits and energies, our dreams, illusions, imaginations, nightmares, and creativity, all right? And the moon is in Taurus, so we can feel really, really stable into a dream. We can feel really, really fixed and comfortable into a nightmare. We can feel so comfortable. You do not feel comfortable in a nightmare, but you feel so attached to that space, it might be hard to get out. You might see the way, but you don't believe it. Or you might believe it, but you don't have the know-how. Okay? Things like that. Or you can be very, very fixed into your creativity and in creating a real version of your dream. Okay? That's what is going on today. We are paying attention into feeling comfortable, feeling fixed, feeling practical, and all together into our dreams, creativity, or connecting with others via dreams, creativity, spirituality. Today is great energy to make sense or create a system around your spirituality that you can profit, or the ones that you value very dearly to you can profit as well. Okay, physically, emotionally, just spending some time together, because you can create a reason and meaning with the sun in Pisces, and then you use your heart, the moon in Taurus, to fixate on that and bring a lot of attention to that, a lot of presence, and that time that you spend together because of that reason and meaning is extra valuable. That's one way to be profitable spiritually and emotionally, you and your partner, or just you with spending time with yourself, right? Then we move to tomorrow, Moon Day in Taurus. The moon is exalted in Taurus, so tomorrow we can experience some exalted emotions or some exalted stagnation, okay? You might be in a place that you should leave and you want to stay forever for whatever reason, right? You are in a place that you should be, but you should either do more or do not go as deep or don't indulge as much, and you are fixated in just doing what you were doing previously, okay? But you can take the energy of today, Sun in Pisces, to be more mutable and adapt your feelings and emotions to whatever might surge from your internal world or from the external world when it comes to exalted emotions, exalted moods, exalted exalted stubbornness, being stubborn many times or by little things, but backed and supported by a strong emotional stance. All right, and with the Sun in Pisces today, with your the creativity from today, the ideas and visions from today, just feeling good about being yourself, creating ways to believe that you are good, or creating visions and reasons and meanings to believe that it's good to be you, then tomorrow you can go about those yours or others exalted energies. It's like the moon is full tomorrow a little bit, so some catastrophic moments may arise, but if you are mutable enough, you can dodge them, learn from them from far away, feel them but not get involved, because the moon is still in Taurus, it's still a bit dry. All right, but tomorrow, it's a day to be comfortable, enjoy your desires, overindulge a little bit until fulfill until your limit. All right, be a bit more private, be a bit more fixed. Whatever you are doing, imagine you might be the type of person that doesn't have one type of hobby or one type of work, one type of creative endeavor. You might have 3 creative endeavors. Tomorrow it's a good day to focus on one of them or focus in 2 of them. Leave something apart, let it rest, aka the masculine side of Venus, Libra. Taurus is the feminine side. So you do that and you can bring more focus to the other 2 that you are doing, and you can bring lightness to the other one that you left apart. Then we move to Mars Day, Tuesday, and Mars is in Capricorn, right? Plus the Sun is in Pisces and the Moon will be in Taurus, transiting into Gemini later in that day. So in that day, you want to be a little bit careful because Mars is exalted in Capricorn. So by default, this week, which is not a week, I don't like to use that word, but I'm using that just to relate with y'all, right? So these 7 days, this cycle of the moon, because 7 days is how much it takes for the moon to complete one of its quarter phases, right? So in this mini moon mansion that we are going through, right? It will start, okay, we're already into it, it's already Sunday, okay? So we are talking about our program here. It will start with exalted moon, exalted Mars, exalted Mercury, because Mercury is exalted in Aquarius. I have a video about that, go check that out in my channel. I will pop it around here if I remember. And then we have Jupiter in Pisces, very comfortable in Pisces. And then we chill with Venus in Capricorn and Saturn in Aquarius. But the week is exalted, right? The mini moon mansion, the time will be exalted for you, for everybody, for your internal world, for every spirit in the external world as well. Keep that in mind. You don't participate too much into exalted moments, but also don't be super the opposite of exalted because you are afraid or because of you are in fear of something. Great. So Mars, they will be passionate and creative, frustrated or angry about new ways to make money, new ways to look like we make money, new ways to be stable, but we'll have an opportunity to create a belief system that makes us feel better, or makes it easier or better to communicate and with others and create a profit, a system around our creativity or others' creativity. And the moon will be in Taurus trining Mars day in that day. So in that day the moon will be exalted, Mars will be exalted as well. So, and it's on earth signs, so that will be very passionate, very stubborn, very deep, very dense. But also, if you can ride that wave and you can focus all of that into your creativity, passions, motivations, an idea of the future where you are situated, where you can wear purple all day because you are in a spiritual royal space. You don't need to worry about a lot of things, but you have a lot of things going on for you, creating profit and currency to you, right? If you apply that into that vision, Sun in Pisces, that feeling, Moon in Taurus, and what you're doing, what you're already doing, if that can lead to that vision, perfect. Everything is aligned, and it will, many things will work out that day. If you flunked out and what you're doing right now is not yet linked to that practical vision of the future where you are in the real estate, it will be way easier to manifest frustration and aggression, because it will rise from your internal world, because you are placing yourself into that distant or not correlated path from what you're doing right now to that vision of royalty. Be careful with that. Positive fact: the moon later in that day will transit into Gemini. That will ease up everything, but will bring out a lot of flunked moments, things going weird, because it will be in conjuncting Mars and it will be squaring the Sun. All right, so we're gonna then later on the actions of that day, how maybe when you are going to bed, going to sleep, you're gonna be thinking about in a more lighter way. So you'll be like, maybe I shouldn't do this, maybe I did that too much, maybe I feel too much about that. And then it will be weird, because then we're gonna learn how to feel more light about what we did, because the moon will be squaring the Sun. Gemini teaching Pisces how to be more light, Pisces teaching Gemini how to truly connect. So that friction will be going on. So make sure that you are not exalted tomorrow and on Mars day, because then when we go into Mercury day, the moon will be in Gemini, Mercury will be in Aquarius, and Sun will be in Pisces. So all of that thought process will be about what you did before and how that correlates to your individuality, uniqueness, and how you look to the world and how you can help the world. And if you participated in a lot of exalted moments, you said a lot of things you shouldn't said, you eat a lot of things you shouldn't eaten, you kept in a lot of things that you shouldn't be expressed, then when it's time to communicate, because Mercury day is day of communication, day of thoughts, day of association, day of technology, teamwork makes the dream work in a real way, into an object, into something that we can talk about. If you reach that day super heavy with a lot of shit literally in you or on you, because you participated too much in the exalted Mars and exalted Moon, then when it's time to tell stories or talk about it, you don't want to, or people will joke with you because you did something too much, and people can feel it on your aura. You are or either you are depleted, you look defeated, or you are looking like a demon because you are carrying a lot of blood on your hands. You created a lot of turbulence, or you got sucked into a lot of turbulence and you stay there because it's earth energy, and you were creating reasons to justify you being there and you being nasty, or you doubting that person, or you creating conflict. Whatever the situation, if you reach Mercury day with a lot of baggage because you participated in the exaltation of Mars and the Moon, you will not be light enough, or you will not feel good enough to share and participate and communicate, because Aquarius is squaring Taurus, Mercury is squaring Taurus, right? Mercury is, Aquarius is the external side of Capricorn. So if you were too exalted with Capricorn, there will be a lot of lower shit that you don't want others to see and to know about. So you will be short in your communication, or you will be fake. And because Mercury and Saturn are in Aquarius and Sun is in Pisces, if you fake spiritual, people gonna know it. right? And yeah, Mercury Day, we're going to be thinking and communicating in a very unique way. We're going to have an emotional connection to the world because Sun is in Pisces, and we can see ways where we can, like somebody, we are talking about something, somebody presents a dream, a vision, I like that show, and you, Mercury in Aquarius, being you, oh yeah, I like that because this and that and third, and you sound really unique, but you are talking about something that the other person brought, and you are adding your own unique view. So that's like sex, a relationship. Somebody brought you a feeling, the woman, you brought your unique thought, a great man, the alpha man, and they come together, so you feel great because you interacted, you show you smart, or you show you know about that show, you know you spiritual, so you feel good, and that person feels good because you were doing that about that subject, you were confirming that whatever they're doing was cool. Or sometimes you just need, you will be the one correcting. They can be too flunky and you be like, bro, I understand you, or girl, sis, I understand you, but you're being too much la la land, or you're being too closed off, you're not really uh, integrating with the world, you just seeing things on the internet and think you spiritual. That's just an example. And then they will feel heartened, but the moon is in Gemini, so they can channel that harshness through logicality and be like, thank you. Later on, even when the moon is like in Leo or something, they be like, oh, thank you. You corrected me that day. I was extremely flunk. I was created a cycle of flunked outness, and you helped me stay corrected with your logicalness, because you logically you showed me in real life that it's better to be myself, aka Aquarius. Mercury in Aquarius, because you communicated in your own unique way, you showed them yourself, and they be like, their spirit was like, that spirit is being themselves, I want to be like that, so let's attack my you, let's attack my current situation, so they change until we can be ourselves. Then we move into Jupiter Day in Pisces, Sun in Pisces, and Moon in Gemini. So that day will be a bit weird because it's after a lot of exaltation. And the thing is, Mercury is exalted in Aquarius. So don't talk too much, listen a lot, use your heart chakra instead of too much of the crown chakra. Use the humanitarian Aquarius skill. Don't use so much the smart Aquarius skill. Use more the humanitarian skill, because Mercury is exalted in Aquarius, so by default you're gonna be using this chakra a lot. Everybody. So if you are aware and force yourself to use more the heart chakra, because the hearts are connected to the ears, and you listen more, and you listen, and so you receive first, and then you communicate your unique mind. That's it. But if they are communicating and you are always pushing them back with your individuality and the vocalization of your individuality, it might seem for you, because Mercury is exalted in Aquarius, it might seem for you that you're doing the right thing. You can even convince others into believing that's right, into thinking that's right, but you'll not truly believe it, and the relationship will be too dry, to be weird. So listen first, and then you add on. Don't be like receiving and always pushing back, okay? And Jupiter Day will be a bit weird, but because it's in Pisces and the Sun in Pisces, you got all the chances in the world to transform that weirdness into happiness, joy, creativity, and a lot of profit and currency. And that day will be a bit weird because it's after 3 exalted days: Moon in Taurus, exalted; Mars in Capricorn, exalted; Mercury in Aquarius, exalted; and then the moon is squaring all of that. So with Jupiter in Pisces, we'll be traveling and expanding the past spiritually. We're gonna learn spiritually, we're gonna detach from the present moment and travel to the past, because that's water, that's internal. Pisces is the mutable water, feminine side of Jupiter. Sagittarius, it's fire, the external side of Jupiter. So with Sag, you imagine you travel physically or internally to a new place, aka you want to separate, you want to detach, you want to feel free. Pisces connect to the past, to where things were good, or to an imagination that felt good. So they look for connection, right? So with Jupiter and the Sun in Pisces, we'll be seeing in a more logical, in a more external way. We will be able to make better understandings, overstandings, reasons, meanings, stories, way to communicate, ways to create, based on those three exalted moments of Moon in Taurus, Mars in Cap, and Mercury in Aquarius. So once again, if you were too exalted in these 3 days, Jupiter day will be weird for you and you will expand in a lot of bullshit. If you were balanced and you were using the exaltation, you were not exalted, you were balanced using exaltation, so you knew you were the observer, you knew you were the spirit using those things, right? You'll be expanding a lot because you have a lot of exalted energy around you ready to use, or that you already used, so you feel good and you created spiritual objects that they have mass enough so you can connect with them, with Jupiter and Pisces and Sun in Pisces on that Jupiter day. You can connect with them, and then with the Moon in Gemini, learn how to communicate those in a way that makes sense and in a way that others can really see elements in the world that relate with those spiritual objects, aka visions, dreams, illusions, a book, a manga, a movie, a story, a allegory, a Bible, whatever. Something that carries the stories of no thing. That's deep. That's deep. And that will be you with the Moon in Gemini, learning how to feel lighter, because it will be super la la land, out and about, spirituality is everything day. And it's up to you, to whatever moon you have, you say, today we connect with the moon, today we make that angle. For me, Moon in Taurus, I just need to look to the side. I just need to look to the left, to see more logical, to be more light, to be more open, to be more fresh. If you have Moon in Virgo, you need to learn. For me, it's just look. You need to force your face into looking to that way to see more light, or to feel more light-hearted, right? So take your Moon and be a little, don't transform into a Gemini, just be a little, bring that, because when you force that energy, you might be using an external energy, but the intention is yours. So it's already an individual act, right? So you learn how to be lighter, and then you can communicate and think lighter about all those experiences, all those feelings, all those connections, all those gods and goddesses coming around you, communicating with you. Then we jump into Venus Day in Capricorn. Now we can breathe. We can rest. Our relationships are real. Our relationships make sense. It was a crazy week. It was a crazy 7 palms of Earth. It was a crazy mini moon mansion. Or it was a crazy quarter of a moon mansion. Right? A lot of exaltation. Moon Taurus, Mars Cap, Mercury Aqua. Then we go from extra flunkness straight into La La Land, Jupiter in Pisces, Sun in Pisces, but now we can breathe. It's rest day, Moon Day rest day, Mars Day work day, Mercury Day work day, Jupiter Day spiritual day, it's up to you, balance day, Saturn Day rest day, Sunday work day. So it's rest day, we can connect to reality, we are back into Capricorn and it's not exalted. We are back into Capricorn, but it's not exalted. It's light. I can create a way to manifest $50 to go and grab some good food from me and my friends. Or I can just stay at the home, enjoying myself because my finances are secured. Or I feel safe because I have this new business going on. Or I have this new mindset. I went through this crazy quarter moon mansion, and I'm here alive with my mind in place, and I created these new ideas I took them into action, I communicated about them, I expanded on them, I can relax, I can go out and enjoy. Maybe you already manifested the profits from that. Because while you were manifesting, it was so good, you were surfing so good, you were receiving a lot of points from the judges. Like if have you ever seen a surf competition? They be surfing, they get good waves, they receive good grades from the judges, they move on. And the judges in this case is your spirit and the spirits around you, right? There is only one judge, all possibilities, all of us together. You only get what you deserve. You never really get what you want and you need. But sometimes, if you are a smart spirit, if you are a strong spirit, what you deserve looks like, or it really is what you want and need. So it's never good to play victim because you always participated, you always were responsible, you always moved in that way to attract what you got. So Venus Day, chilling, relating what's real, making sense out of that quarter, creating ways to make business out of that, all of that action, all of that thought, all of that, those emotions now can be put into action, can be put into a stand to sell and make a lot of money. We have an opportunity to relate deeply. We have an opportunity to feel extra connected. I'm already smiling, feeling those energies from that Venus Day. It's good day to go and eat a pizza out. It's, if you are a vegetarian, go out and eat some fish. This quarter will be super crazy, super good, super expensive, super participating. So Friday, rest, enjoy, talk with your friends, drink a little bit. It's going to be a dry day because the moon is in Cancer. Later on, but it will still be in Gemini with Capricorn. The sun is in Pisces, so eating that fish for the vegetarians will put everything flowing into the right place. Eating some cheese as well. So take that day to relax, relate, have some fun, watch some movies, and always keep a strong mindset, open for business. Then the moon goes into Cancer. Go private, go home, relax, connect with your true partners, because then we go Saturn in Aquarius, Sun in Pisces, Moon in Cancer. Misunderstanding how we feel about reality, but overall we're gonna see, even if we are misunderstanding, we can see how being in the wrong place, wrong time many times lead us to be right. Okay? Or we might look physically, we might look wrong, we might look bad, but spiritually we are doing the right thing, so we manifest a lot. That's why the shadow government, they do a lot of bad shit, but it's aligning with their spiritual energies, so they manifest a lot of good shit. It's that simple. You do what's good for you, you manifest a lot of things that are good for you. You limit yourself. You're afraid of the world. You allow others' individualities to push your individuality inside. That's what you receive. Victimization. Get spanked in the ass, getting the short end of the stick, right? So we're gonna learn that Saturn in Aquarius, being real and build for real things or associations based out of your unique way to think and communicate, or with people that think and communicate in a very unique way, connecting or seeing spiritual, emotional goals to connect your heart space in order to create some sort of care and bring that dream into reality. You might misunderstand how you feel about those associations. You might misunderstand. You thought you were talking about the right thing. You were talking about the right thing, but you were doing it the wrong way. That misunderstanding will be present, but in the end of the day, with the sun in Pisces, you will be able to oversee that situation and be like, in the midst of all that, I felt in a certain way. So I can imagine me doing better by feeling that way. And that's a lesson learned in that Saturn day, alright? And that's it, that's all, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this new format. Tell me if you want me to do this next Sunday. And I can do this personally for you. I can take the energies of the quarter moon mansion, and I take your energies. I can tell you how you are aligning with the weekly energies, and what would be the best way, or what will be the lightest way for you to go about this quarter mansion. Alright? So, other than that, check my LinkTree and MystAarya's LinkTree in the description below. A huge shout out to the Soul Group and to everybody out there changing the world right now. Shout out to Archangel Uriel. Happy Moon in Taurus, Happy Moon in Pisces. Be fixed about your dreams, illusions and imaginations, and you should be alright. As a Terry Cloud Surfer, surfing out. See you soon. Bye.